Hello, I'm Rebecca Vaughn. It's Sunday, July 27th. Here's a look at the top stories from your trusted local news source. A Cedar Rapids Burger King is closed indefinitely after a grease fire yesterday afternoon. It happened at the Burger King on 33rd Avenue Southwest. Firefighters arrived just before 2:30 to find smoke coming from the roof. Officials say people and workers inside evacuated before crews arrived. Officials also say the grease fire was started unintentionally at the deep fryer. No one was hurt. The restaurant will remain closed for repairs and inspection. An Iowa park was overrun by Canadian geese until city staff rolled out a surprising new strategy to keep them in check. Now this is Gertie the Goose Getter. This remote-controlled, brightly colored monster patrols Lakeview Park in Urbandale. Years ago, the park was almost unusable because of how many geese there were. The birds are federally protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. Communities have to find ways to mitigate these geese in legal ways.
We like nature, we love wildlife, but there's sometimes where too much of it can be a problem. It's hard on the pond water. Of course, it's hard on trails and where people walk because they tend to leave a bit of a mess.
Our coverage partner KCCI in Des Moines reached out to a dozen Metro Des Moines communities. Most of those plant grasses or other plants that deter geese from nesting, or some use noises when needed. Some have also used lasers. A popular music festival celebrating 10 years is returning to Central Iowa beginning in less than a week. It's already a record-breaking year for the Hinterland Music Festival in St. Charles. Next Sunday's 25,000 ticket show featuring Lana Del Rey is sold out. Music lovers can expect more than double the space and upgraded water stations. The festival says planning this year's event was carefully considered after last year's concerns.
Everything we did this year was to make sure that we don't have that sort of thing happen. The name of the game this year is that we want people to know that we've thought about everything in all the areas very intentionally, and we're confident that it's going to be a really great year.
Hinterland begins August 1st and goes through the 3rd. And of course, RAGBRAI riders finished out their week-long journey yesterday in Guttenberg. Now this is a time-lapse video from our Guttenberg City Cam where RAGBRAI riders reached the finish line and dipped their tires in the Mississippi River. Riders left from Olwine for the last 60 miles of their journey. From start to finish, cyclists have traveled over 400 miles across Iowa. Of course, you can stay on top of what's happening by following KCRG TV9 on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Or you can get the latest news and your first alert forecast anytime on KCRG.com.